4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Cal Banyan here on calbanyan.com, and we are back with Donna. And Donna has a great topic. She does a lot of business coaching, and so we've got this put together for you. 7-step blueprint for a thriving, successful hypnosis practice. I kind of make up things as I go along sometimes, but that's what she's going to do. So hang on. Let me tell you about Donna Bloom. She is an MGH board certified hypnotist and 5-path professional. She's been at it since 2013. She's got a very busy, very successful business in Long Island. Her unique approach to 5-path helps her clients to experience a profound trust and inner calm on their way to success. She is a 5-path certified hypnosis professional who creatively guides clients to follow their own inner guidance and achieve their goals and dreams. Donna is talented and loves working with both teens and adults. She lives in Long Island with her husband and 2 beautiful children. I've seen pictures. She is contributing writer for the 5-Path International Association of Hypnosis Professionals. Donna is a great example of what it's like to be a very successful professional hypnotist. Hey, Donna.
Hi, Cal. Thank you so much for that beautiful, warm introduction. So let me tell everyone about you, Cal. Cal Banyan is the living authority on hypnosis that works. He is the teacher of some of the most successful hypnotists and hypnotherapists in our profession, and I'm proud to say that I am one of them. He is a thought leader and developer on 5-path, 7th path self-hypnosis, and one of my favorite books, The Secret Language of Feelings. This book has been absolutely transformative to my clients when they really can understand that all feelings are good in proper perspective. Cal has also received nearly every award and recognition from the NGH, which is the National Guild of Hypnotists. And he's also an author, a trainer, a podcaster of over 500 online videos, including this one. And you can find them all on www.calbanyan.com.
Awesome. Thank you. And give them your URL, your domain name, your website address.
Oh, thank you. It is wisemindhypnosis.com.
Awesome. And down below on calbanyan.com, where this video is, I'll have a link to anything she mentions or any download stuff that might come up. All right. So as you can tell, I'm very, very, very happy to finally, Donna, I mean, we've been talking about doing this for a long, long time. And so we just had the first annual 5-Pathers Symposium here in Dallas, where 5-Pathers from all over came, and she was one of the guest speakers. And I kind of cornered her, and she said, well, yeah, I want to do, he's going to work out when. And then all of a sudden we get a phone call out of office. I have some time. Boom. So we plugged her in because she's very busy. All right. So here we go. 7-step blueprint for a thriving, successful hypnosis practice. I turn it over to you.
Oh, thank you so much. So today I'm going to share my blueprint for success on how I developed my hypnosis practice. It's something that I've used repeatedly and sustainably over the years that consistently gives me good results. You ready for step 1, Cal?
Yeah, who do you teach this stuff? I mean, this isn't the first time you've been teaching it,
No,
right?
not the first time I actually put this together was for an NGH presentation at the convention. And I was kind of calling everything that I've ever done over the years using law of attraction and mindfulness, as well as my skills in sales and marketing. So I put this together for other hypnotists.
Good. Lay number 1 on me.
Okay, number 1 is get clear. Very simple. Get clear. You have to define your ideal vision. You have to define it. What is it that you want for yourself and your hypnosis practice? Very simple. You've got to get clear. So you
How did you do that?
Well, at the time I started, I was doing sales and marketing, but this was a huge, huge calling. And I wanted to go full time and stop my sales and marketing job. So I wanted to work, my clarity was working with people that want to grow spiritually and use hypnosis. So that was for me day one.
Okay, so you had a real sharp, clear vision of what you wanted from day one. Cool. Keep on
Exactly.
going.
Exactly. Okay, so get clear is number one. Number two, sorry, is get happy. Now, I don't mean get happy. I mean, define the feeling that you wish to feel. And for everyone, it's going to be different. It could be inner joy, peace, contentment. Other people want excitement. They want thriving. And it doesn't matter. There's no right, there's no wrong, but you really have to identify the feelings that you want in your business. So if you're doing this part-time or if you're doing it full-time, you're spending a lot of hours doing this craft. So you really have to know for yourself, how is it that you want to feel?
Yeah, and I think that's awesome because people, I think they get too analytical in business, like about it. I want to make $100,000 a year so I can feel good. And they don't know what the feel good is, right?
Right.
And recently I did an article where I said emotion. Emotion. Emotion is energy that's meant to put you into motion, right? Because if you really have that powerful desire, which is an emotional thing, right? That how you're going to feel as you get to where you're going, and when you get to where you're going, that will give you the energy to do what you need to do, right?
Exactly. So energy and motion, love that one. Okay, so we've defined get clear. How do you want to feel? Get happy. Step number 3 is you have to start taking inspired action steps.
Ooh,
and not
like
just knee-jerk reactions. It's about using self-hypnosis, using meditation, allowing yourself to be guided, that you're taking action steps that are in alignment with your short-term goals and your long-term goals so that they feel right for you.
One of the things is, we keep using this word calling. And that if you are doing something, a calling is something like what you're supposed to be doing. It's like a soul mission, right? Mm-hmm. And when you're doing that, then, and there's a spiritual thing behind you, then gosh, maybe, plugging that into what you're doing, it will draw people into you. Opportunities will come up. You'll be sensitive to things you maybe wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Cool.
It.
All right. Keep on rocking it.
Okay. So then finally, you want to imagine the outcome already achieved. You want to feel the clients, see the clients, helping them, getting that they're getting the results, that you're feeling good about your practice. So imagine the outcome already achieved.
Yeah, I tell them, yes. So I'm working with someone, right? It might be a client, or it might be someone I'm doing sessions with to coach them and stuff like that, mentor them. And I would say, so why in the heck would you want to be a hypnotist? I'm going to help people. Oh, what would that be like? That would be good. I mean, tell me what you might do. I says, well, someone might have a drinking problem, or they might have a weight problem. I says, what would that be like if you solved someone, took them out of being stuck, and you changed their life through losing weight? Now everything in their life is better. Oh, that would be great. How would that feel? And get them to pre-vivify that experience, right? Is that what you're talking about? Awesome.
That's exactly it. It's future pacing, it's age progression. So we're doing that for our business. We're putting our business in the future, that it's thriving and it's succeeding.
In the 5th recognition, for you guys, it's the 7th path has 9 hypnotic suggestions we give ourselves, and we call them recognitions because they're insight generating. And the 5th one is where the practitioner learns how to give themselves suggestions for what they want. And I have this concept of the fantasy of doing it and the fantasy of receiving it. And see, we already know how to do this, right? It's called fantasizing. And fantasizing is not visualization where you see something on a screen, right? It's like, man, there you are hitting that home run, or there you are finishing that marathon, or there you are finally getting in the gym, or there you are slipping into that new size, or there you are doing your taxes, and it's awesome because you realize you just hit the 6-figure mark, or whatever it is, right?
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
when we can imagine it, we can achieve it.
Perfect. You're rocking it, Donna. Keep going.
Okay, so everyone's gonna get a copy of this sheet if you want to download it. The middle, which is my areas of focus. So Cal asked me a question last time, do I generalize or do I specialize? So for everyone, that's going to be different. Maybe part of your business is seeing, is client sessions, the individual client sessions. Maybe you want to do some group hypnosis sessions for yourself. Maybe you want to be a trainer. It doesn't matter. You get to define what your business looks like, so it's part of the clarity. We're just getting a little bit deeper into that. So what are the different, it could be revenue streams for yourself.
As you're talking about, we digress a little bit, but, people think, well, what happens is this clarity you're talking about is like, I want to go to the top of that mountain over there, right? But then you get to the top of that mountain and your view is better. And you go, oh, actually, wouldn't it be cool to get to the top of that mountain, right? So clarity gives the opportunity for greater clarity, right?
Yes. Never
So
thought of it that way.
So good, yeah.
You're brilliant. That way.
Brilliant.
You're brilliant, Cal.
A synergy. All right, good.
Exactly.
And so number 5, are we ready for number 5?
Sure. Okay, number 5. So once you kind of have that, and we're taking inspired action steps in order to make a change, there has to be change, right? So we have to start doing, especially if you're new and no one knows about you, you've got to tell the world that you're available. And you have to define if you're local, because I feel like I'm a big fish in a small pond versus I'm not maybe internationally known. And that's fine for me. So you have to pick 1 or 2, say, online efforts for yourself. So for me, it's my website. And Google. I don't do too much AdWords per se, but I really work my website well with search engine optimization. So you have to pick an online, where your presence online, because that's where we are. That's how people find us. Our phones, computers, there's no more white pages anymore. Well, maybe there are, but online efforts. So that is number 6. Identify 1 or 2 online efforts. If you do much more than that, it could get overwhelming. So really focus in on just 1 or 2 online efforts where you can start promoting your business and letting people know you're there.
That's really good. That one of the things when I'm working with new hypnotists and trying to help get them started, I say, you got to have a website, and your website, you really need to have some FAQs, answer some questions that puts them at ease, gives you a knowledgeable client, and it asserts your authority, right? And blah, blah, blah. But I say, you know what, I really want to see you do is you're brand new. And what you need to do is start doing feel-good sessions. Feel-good sessions are basically your exercises from class, where you hypnotize people and then make sure they hypnotize, do the convincers, do the testing, and then do a feel-good script, like the confidence script, right? And these are free, right? And we say, hey, put this out to the people in your community of, now, you may not know it, but I am a certified or board certified or whatever hypnotist. And one of the things I need to do as part of my professional obligation is to educate the community, right? And to do that, what I do is I offer some feel-good sessions, and so that you can maybe tell people that hypnosis is real or whatever. And so then what happens is after you do that feel-good session, they're like, oh, I go, you do feel good, don't you? Oh, yes, I do. Beautiful. And then ask them, say, hey, if I send you a link to Yelp or Google, would you mind just saying there what you said to me? And they go, oh, no, I'd like to do that. Okay, good. And 2 things happen. Some of those people will become clients. But the other thing is Yelp and Google reviews. What Google is very good at saying, okay, you live in this area, and when people do a search, they don't have to search for their city. They just know that you're in that area, and they'll start looking at these different hypnotists. And if you've got 5 to 15 Yelp or Google ratings, all right, and And the people just say, I went and saw Donna and she was so nice. And after the session, I felt wonderful. If I ever needed hypnosis sessions, I'd go to her, right? Boom. And so that's like, how much that cost you? Nothing. And the other thing it does is gives you the opportunity to do low stress, real hypnosis sessions with people who are real people, not someone from class. So there you go. Like what you said, one or two things, a website. And then I want to say, I think one of the things could be Yelp or Google reviews, right? Would you agree with that?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Cool. All right. So I was just coaching one of the five pathers and doing some ongoing coaching with her. And she did just that. She goes, wow, half of those people are becoming clients. And some of them are referring their mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, or lover to come see me. So that's awesome.
Okay, so now let's take it offline. And I would suggest doing one or two in-person efforts. For me, it's the Chamber of Commerce. Other people, it could be like a BNI. Pick maybe one networking organization or affiliation to belong to. More than that can get out of hand. But I like the Chamber of Commerce because my children are grown and it's keeping me relevant in my community, which is important to me. That's why I like Five Paths so much. So one or two in-person efforts.
One thing I really like about that is I believe that could lead to some media stuff, right? Because what happens is in your community, like if you had a local radio station or a local newspaper, and they need people, right? And they need resources, and you can become the resource for hypnosis whenever that comes up. A movie comes out or a news article or blah, 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 or people are trying to quit smoking, whatever. They go, I should have Donna, the hypnotist, on to talk about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly. So just being, part of something local where people are knowing you, it's good to practice your elevator speech per se, and to have that one-on-one, the FaceTime, and you get known in the community. So it's, again, one or two, especially if you're new, there's a lot to be done. One or two things to do. That's it. I also do signage also in my building.
Beautiful. Want to hear my really, really, really short elevator speech?
Sure.
I'm a board certified hypnotist and I help people succeed when everything else has failed. Boom. Because everybody's got a something, right?
Yeah.
Or their family member, someone they care about has a something. And that something is something that's nothing's worked on. Because then when their next words out of their mouth are, can you help with this? Okay. And that's easy. I do it all the time, right? Awesome. Good. All right. How do you want to wrap all this up? Put it in a box, wrap it in a bow.
Okay, so if you would like to get my handout on my blueprint for success manifestation, you can go to calbanyan.com and go to the link down below.
Awesome. All right, one more time, give them your website.
My website is wisemindhypnosis.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Everyone, you got to come back next week because I'm going to have her come back and do two more topics. Let's see here. As you know, I'm Cal Banyan on calbanyan.com, and I want you to go to calbanyan.com so you can get access to all of my videos. If you're not watching this video on calbanyan.com, then you only have access to a few of them. I've got videos on topics from business building to inductions and everything in between. I'd like to see you in class. My schedule for classes are there on calbanyan.com. I'd love to see you in class. All right, that's it. Where's my bell? There it is. Cal Banyan signing out.